How's it going, everyone? Cable Limited here, and it is almost Halloween, so we are going to be talking about a scary video game, and this is actually a ROM hack of the original Sonic the Hedgehog game. Today we are talking about Sonic.EXE on the SEGA Genesis, and I actually do own a physical cartridge of this game. It is a custom-made cartridge. I don't think the seller actually is even around anymore, the guy who sold it to me. I have been looking for his stuff because I would love to get more custom cartridges because he used to have a ton of ROM hacks. He had ROM hacks where you play as Blaze the Cat, Amy Rose, Kirby, where you'd play as Kirby in the Sonic game. He had all sorts of crazy ROM hacks. He even had Star Fox on a Sega Genesis at one point. And I got 3 different ROM hacks for him, and then he kind of just disappeared, and I have no idea what happened. But I would have loved to get more ROM hacks from the dude because the cartridges I got from him are awesome, and this is one of those cartridges. It's an awesome game. If you like Sonic the Hedgehog and you're also a fan of horror, it's probably something you're going to enjoy. I consider this game more of an experience than just like, you know, a regular game, because to me the experience of seeing Sonic turned into a horror game is what makes this game fun, and it's something that I like to go and play every Halloween just because it's like my favorite Halloween game. It's just creepy. It's taking something that wasn't meant to be horror and turning it into something horror, and it does a good job of doing that, and the actual gameplay is fun as well. It takes the Sonic the Hedgehog kind of formula and adds a little bit more to it, because you start off in your regular Sonic the Hedgehog world, everything looks normal, and then as you play the game, it will like get this fuzzy screen like you would see, you know, on old TVs back in the day, and it will change. The world will change into this just hellscape of a world where there's like bloody water around you and stuff like that, and everything just looks evil. The enemies become invincible. When you start picking up rings, instead of adding rings to your account, it actually starts taking away rings from your account and stuff like that. So the world just turns completely evil once you start playing a little bit. And you can actually get the world to go back to normal if you jump on like these little... in the game, you would jump on them in the original Sonic the Hedgehog game. You would jump on these little like screens and it would give you 10 rings. However, if you do it when the screen is... like everything's evil, when you do it in basically the evil mode, I guess is what I'll call it. When you do it there, it will actually turn it back to the regular Sonic the Hedgehog game. And the only way you can complete the level is if you are in the regular Sonic world. If you are in the evil version of the world, you cannot finish the level. And eventually, you'll start getting chased by an evil Sonic the Hedgehog who's wanting to kill you. It's pretty intense. It's pretty fun. It definitely it makes the game a lot harder. But it's really cool, and this game, like, it has a ton of levels in it still, you know? Like, it's hard for me to actually play through the game. I doubt I'll ever be able to beat the game, but I do like playing the game, and I still have fun. You know, I've passed, like, almost all of Green Hill. I'm stuck on level 3 of Green Hill, but you actually can go and still play the other levels just by scrolling down to, like, the scores or whatever. If you press scores and you press start on certain levels, some of the levels will let you go ahead and play them anyway and just kind of skip chapters, so that's kind of cool. So I've seen what, you know, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4 look like, and, I mean, they even have the creepy environments up and everything, too, so it's really cool. Again, this is just a really fun game. It's a really fun experience, and it's just kind of cool to go back and play this every Halloween and just enjoy some creepy Sonic stuff, you know? The ROM hack works great, too. There's a little bit of slowdown on this one, and it's probably due to the actual cartridge and stuff like that, you know. I don't know if every single version of Sonic.EXE is going to be the same. That's kind of the hard thing about talking about video games like this, because when it comes to ROM hacks, you know, it's hard to know what version of a ROM hack is on the cartridge. It's hard to know what versions are out there. All I know is that this is a version of Sonic.EXE that's on this specific cartridge, and I enjoy it. It does have some similarities to the ones that the YouTubers used to play, like when you run out of lives, and it kind of starts like restarting the game again. Like every now and then a jump scare will pop up of like Sonic's face with bloody eyes, and it will say on the top of the screen in blood, "I am God," and stuff like that, to kind of like supposed to jump scare you or whatever. And it actually has this another little hidden Easter egg that I found, where if you start clicking on the levels that are higher up that are locked, if you click on those ones, then if you click on them a few times, it will eventually pop up that jump scare again on the screen, and it will make a different noise for each time that jump scare happens. Like, I think it has like 3 or 4 different noises it can make. So I noticed that, and there's just some other silly things that will pop up in this game also as you play it. Like, at the beginning of the screen, it will have the company that I guess I don't know if it's the company that made the ROM hack or what, but it'll have a company's name pop up on the screen, and then it'll have different sprites show up. And one of the sprites that showed up eventually was Fat Sonic. I thought that was awesome. But yeah, there's not much else to say about this game other than it's just a really fun experience. I don't know how to get your hands on this anymore, honestly. I don't know if there's more copies out there. I haven't seen a copy in a really long time. If there is, I mean, you may want to get it if you're a fan of Sonic and you like horror games. It's a fun experience. I think when I picked it up, it was $50, which, yes, is pricey. However, it is a custom-made cartridge with a custom-made, like, case and everything. So I'm still okay with that because I like the game a lot, and for me, it's something that I go and play yearly for Halloween. So for me, it's fun. For me, I don't mind paying that much for it, but I don't know how much it is now. I don't know if you can even find them now, so it's kind of hard to tell. But either way, I enjoy playing this, and I kind of just wanted to talk about it on the channel because it's such a weird, odd thing. And it's just kind of cool to own an actual physical copy of it, which the copy you see in the thumbnail, that's actually the physical copy I own of it. So there we go. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a great Halloween, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.